Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Well, today's high is going to be 69. It's very cloudy. It's a little cool, but very pleasant. And we did have a shower this morning. It didn't last very long, though. We really could use like a day of rain here. But I'll take what we can get. So this morning I have to go out. I'd rather stay home, but I have to get some labs drawn. So that's what I'll be doing, but I don't plan on doing any shopping or buying anything other than doing that. So sometimes we just have to go out whether we like it or not. So anyway, I'm looking forward to this coffee this morning. So I'm going to go ahead and put some creamer in here and take that first sip. Let's see if that's good. All right, cheers. It's hot. So I like my coffee either hot or cold. I don't like it in between when it's just room temperature. That's not my favorite thing. So that's the way I like my coffee. I don't like black coffee. I know that would save me some money because I wouldn't have to buy creamers, but I just would not get any pleasure out of drinking coffee if I had to drink it black. I tried that once when I was younger, and it was like, eh. To me, coffee has a bit of a bitter taste to it, and I think cream and sugar or flavored creamer offsets that bitterness because I don't like hot and I don't like bitter. I know some people like those flavors, but I don't. So, not much else going on this morning. I have to go get dressed and take myself. I actually have to go to 2 different labs. One is through university hospitals, and one is through the Cleveland Clinic. And those 2 systems are not connected, so depending on which doctor I'm going to go see, I have to go to those labs. So it's kind of a waste of time in a way because you have to have 2 medical charts and, So in today's world, you would think they would get that right and just make it one big conglomeration of medical issues. But no, that's not the way they do it. So anyway, I have to go to 2 different labs. They're on the same road, but one's a little further out than the other one. So it's kind of a waste of gasoline too, if you ask me. If you could just go to one facility and have it all taken care of, that would be great. So anyway, I'm going to meet you at the budget book before I go, and then we'll see what's going on there. All right, here we are back at the budget book. So yesterday I did spend money. I went to Costco. If you want to see what I bought, check out yesterday's video. I tried my best to keep it on the lower side of spending. I do spend quite a bit of money on my dogs. And I find that I did buy that turmeric for $39, which I thought was a little outrageous, but they all cost that much. It wasn't like the one particular brand that I bought was more expensive. Even the Costco brand was around that price range, which was the $39, which I think is a little ridiculous, but apparently good quality turmeric is more expensive, and this capsule also has ginger and black pepper, And that, with the combination of the boswellia, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, does seem to help a little bit with pain. So I figured, well, if it works, then it's worth the $39, because I prefer to use a more natural, it's not really medication, supplement, instead of drugs. So anyway, that's my opinion. If any of you have any other supplement combinations that work for you, leave us a comment below and we can see how that works. So anyway, today I do have to go out, but I still don't plan on spending any more money for the rest of the month. So the reason I include my groceries in this no spend as a spend is because in the past I've spent more on groceries and I felt like I could do better with that. So that's why I track it this way, because it makes me more mindful of the amount that I spend. And something that I may put in my cart, I may not put in my cart because I don't want to spend so much. So anyway, that's the method to my madness behind putting the red X for food, because it is a variable cost factor that I do have control over. So it's almost getting to be time to see how I did for the month. I think I did pretty well. And I'm going to carry on the rest of the year and at least keep spending for extra things to a minimum. That's my hope. So, all right, I have a little chat that I want to talk about. So I'll be back in a minute and I'll have that little chat with you. Well, I make these videos to share with people what works and what doesn't work for me. I don't want to influence anybody to change their MO and how they handle their finances. That's their own personal business. But I do like to share those things that are working for me. One thing that is working for me with the way I handle my money is I'm able to pay off my debt by tightening the belt in other areas. Does that mean I never buy anything that I shouldn't buy? No, I'm human. That's the way it goes. But it does keep a handle on it. And the other thing I'm trying to do is live within my means. In other words, I don't want my money that I get for the month to run out before the end of the month has arrived. So, take it or leave it. Some of the tips that I do might help you. Some of the things I do might not help you. And either way is okay. But that's my main focus on making these videos and sharing these things. I haven't always had to live on this tight of a budget, but with home repairs coming up and the economy the way it is, and just the prices of everyday food items is ridiculous. So I think we're all struggling a little bit, and these are some of the things that I do that help me. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. This isn't just a budget channel, it's also a lifestyle channel. And I'm also a big advocate of living an abundant life. Now, when I say abundant, I don't mean an abundance of stuff necessarily, but not constantly scrimping and saving. Some people, that's their lifestyle, and that's fine. I don't condemn those people either. But I think having abundant experiences and, if your thing is decorating your home, finding a reasonable way to do that within your budget, or if it's crafting, finding a reasonable way, I'm talking about financially, to keep that in your life. Some people like the bare bones. They're minimalists. They love that lifestyle, and if that works for you, that's great too. I'm not a minimalist. If you're looking to me for any advice on that, I don't have a whole lot of advice on that lifestyle. There's a lot of minimalist channels out there that maybe could help you out with that situation. So anyway, that's my take on why I make my videos. And, you have a choice. You can take up some of my tips, say some of them are ridiculous. That's okay too. So if you have some tips, leave them in the comment below. But don't write me a dissertation on the error of my ways. That I'm not even going to read it. So there you go. Well, today I wanted to talk a little bit about negative people. So I think, in my opinion, it's very important to keep as many negative people out of your life as you can. Pretty much, I don't have many negative people in my life anymore, and those that are sort of in there because they have to be for one reason or the other. They're maybe a family member that you don't see eye to eye with. Now, I don't really have that in my family, but I know a lot of families do. I can only think of a couple people that are more on the negative side, and I just avoid those people as much as I can. So anyway, I always try and keep positive messages, even on this channel. And I don't enjoy interacting with negative people here on the channel either. So when you're trying to share a lifestyle with somebody, and especially as a YouTuber, you kind of put a lot of things out there that might be helpful to some people, and some things may not be helpful to some people. You're always going to have those people that agree, some people that don't agree. But when I get a commentator on the channel that's constantly bombarding with negative comments, I'm just going to remove those comments because I don't have time to deal with negative people, even here on my channel. And like I said, some people agree with my methods, some don't, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But I don't need a dissertation of the error of my ways. So to those people, I invite you to go elsewhere. In this community, we try and keep it positive because we all have our struggles, whether that's financial or medical or whatever your struggle is. So negative people try and weasel their way in everywhere to anybody who will listen to them. But I hope that most of you don't allow them into your life. And that goes for friends, acquaintances, family members. There's always those people that just, no matter how hard you try to to remain positive or do things that are positive, they always have a negative comment to put in there. So try and minimize your contact with those people. And a lot of them are kind of, I find, self-righteous. You know, well, I do it this way and I do it this way and you should too, and blah, blah, blah. Well, we're all different. And we all handle things differently. And that's the way it should be. And a lot of times those people tend to be the most judgmental people that you'll ever run into. And I think, in my opinion, those people should just be booted to the curb, because in this day and age, who has time to deal with all their negativity? You know, carry on with whatever it is you're doing. If it's working for you, fine. Now, I'm not talking about people that come on and make suggestions about how you can do something better as a suggestion, but not as something that, oh, you're doing it all wrong. You know, maybe it's not wrong for you. It might be wrong for them, but that doesn't mean it's wrong for you. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about that, because so many of us tolerate these types of people. You know, we try and explain ourselves. We try and, you know, appease their opinions, but I don't have time for that. I just don't have time for that. I have a lot of positive things that I want to create in my life, that I want to do in my life. So I don't need people that are just constantly giving you a big long dissertation about the error of your ways. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. My leg is better, I think. It's not worse, let me put it that way. So that, I talked to the doctor yesterday for quite a while, and we both came to a treatment plan agreement, and pretty much it's just keeping the leg elevated, doing a little walking. You don't want to just sit all the time, because a lot of times that's what causes these issues. So a little bit of both. Standing or sitting in one place isn't a good thing for the formation of blood clots. And so taking some non-steroidal anti-inflammatories, and also applying some heat. So it hasn't gotten any worse, let's put it that way. But the last time I went to the doctor for my Medicare annual checkup, he did order some just routine labs. So I haven't had those done yet, and it's been a little over a week. So this morning I have to go, because it's a fasting lab. So this morning I have to go have that done. And so I'm just waiting for the clinic to open so I can go and have the test done. So anyway, I hope you're all doing okay. I hope you're feeling well, and I'll be back later, and we'll see what else the day brings. Well, I'm just sitting around with the heating pad on my leg, so not much else to report today. I'm going to do more of the same. So all in all, it's been a relaxing day, and the labs were not busy at all. So that was good. I was only in each one of them for maybe no more than 5 or 10 minutes. So hopefully that'll get sent off and everything will be okie dokie. That would be good. But we never know, you know, best laid plans of mice and men. So, all right, my friends, I'm going to drink my tea. Cheers. Having a cup of nice warm afternoon tea. It's been cool and gloomy today. which is fine. Perfect day for just sitting around with a heating pad on your leg. So anyway, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you. And I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Thanks for watching.